Nathan. Hi, I'm back and I'm so excited to be back. I've missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks since my last upload and I'm so sorry about that. I went to Disneyland Paris again, so if you're not following me over on my Instagram and you didn't see my stories and you haven't seen my posts, then you wouldn't know that. So make sure you go and follow me over on @thatsNathan and we can stay connected there too. And then when I came back from Disneyland, I had the worst cold and I just couldn't film. Like, you wouldn't have liked to have seen it. I didn't want to show it. So yeah, so I've been away for a while and I've actually really missed filming. I feel a bit nervous to film today. It's only been 2 weeks. So as you can see from the title of this video, it's me changing in these 2 weeks from being an Android back to an Apple. So first, before I show you my new phone, which I'm so happy with, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with Android and why I decided to change back. So for the last year and a bit, I had the Note 9 from Samsung, which was obviously an Android device. I've been an Apple fanboy since iPhone 4. And I have everything Apple. Like, I've had the Apple Watches, I've had iPhone 4, 5, 6, 7, and I've got Apple Macs, I've got MacBooks. I'm just a big Apple fan. But when I got my iPhone 7 Plus, towards the end of that, I was like, I'm a bit bored of iOS. Like, it just wasn't changing. Everything was staying the same. I was getting really sick of it, you know, paying a lot of money to have the same device in my hands, just with different casing. A lot of my Android friends were like,
honestly, Android is so much better. I don't know why you have Apple, blah, blah, blah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to give it a try. And I've always turned my nose up at Android, and I don't know why, because I've never tried an Android phone. Just from what I've seen and what other people have said, it's just not appealed to me. But suddenly it appealed and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I got the Samsung Note 9 and at the beginning I was very happy with it. Like, it's a great phone. I thought it's got the stylus with it, you know, a huge screen, great battery, running Android, everything was new, everything was fresh, and I just thought, how great, like, I am loving it. But over the year and a bit that I had the phone, it just started to fail for me in areas that they really shouldn't be failing in. For example, the camera. The camera on the Note 9 on paper sounds absolutely fantastic, but in reality, it really wasn't that great. It might have a high pixel point, which looks great, but when you process the photo, it's so slow, it blurs very easily, and when you try and do the portrait mode was pretty much non-existent. The front-facing camera wasn't that great, it would be very pixely. A lot of apps just aren't made for Android. They might be made for Android, but it just didn't have the ease and the fluidness of iOS. So I noticed this straight off the bat, but I thought, you know what, stick with it, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. Battery on it, coming from iPhone 7 Plus to the Android, I was like, this battery is everything. It would last pretty much the whole day. But as the year went on, it would only last half a day, and then it would be like quarter of a day, and I'd be charging it every time I could get to a charging port. I would have to charge it. That really sucked. I mean, it never really lasted the whole day, to be fair. I do use my phone a lot, but I would say it was lasting a hell of a lot more than the iPhone 7 Plus was. I was happy with it, it was great, but yeah, like I said, as the time went on, I just really didn't use the stylus that much. Like, I didn't see why I had it. It was just not for me. And the camera just wasn't that great. I really wasn't happy with the camera. The worst thing, oh my god, I honestly cannot tell you this enough, but curved screens should be banned from phones. If you use your phone for any sort of picture editing or, you know, anything really, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why do you need a curved screen? If Apple ever do it, I hope to God that they don't, but if they do ever do a curved screen, then I hope they do it better than Samsung do. If I was using the stylus to edit a picture, for example, every time you went near the edge, you slid off the side. You could never get to the edge of the photo. Same with doing it with your finger, you just slide off the edge and you'd miss the edge of the photo. It just made no sense to me. I don't know how that's productive for anyone. Why you need a curved screen, I don't understand. I feel very passionately about this, but I absolutely hate curved screen phones. It's just not for me. It was slow, it was buggy. I just felt like I was losing my creativity with it. Over the past year, I feel like I haven't really posted Instagram stories. I just felt like they weren't up to the standard I was expecting. The way that Android handles the image and the way that it processes it isn't as great to me. The way that Apple take the picture, although their pixels may not be as higher, although they have caught up a hell of a lot, the way that iOS processes the image makes it look so sharp and so clean, and it's just quick. Like, I took the picture on the Note 9 and it would take a few seconds to process that picture, and by that point the moment had passed. Whereas with the iPhone, I can just take the picture and it's done. I've got the shot that I needed. So that was something I really noticed going back and forth between the two. Totally appreciate if you love Android and that's your thing, if that's what you've been brought up on and that's what you enjoy, that's great. It's like a Windows computer. I don't like Windows computers. I can use them and it's fine, but my preference would always be a Mac. And it's the same with the iPhone. I feel like the iPhone is much more superior in its operating system, the same as I do for the OS on a Mac computer. So it just depends on your preference, but for me, iPhone definitely wins. Which brings me on to my new phone. I've gone for the iPhone 11 Pro Max in the midnight green. When I saw this colour and it was an exclusive to the iPhone Pro, I was like, you have to be mine. I love you. Obviously, I was gonna go for black, obviously. But when I saw this, I was like, it's really dark. It's got that tinge of green. I have to have it in my life. So I have never hit pre-order so quick in my whole life. Honestly, when this went live, I was literally refreshing the page. I was like, I need this in my life now. I've got it. And I really love the box. The last one I had, I thought all of Apple's products were in a white box. So I don't know if this is because they're now doing dark mode, but I love this. Anything black, honey, I'm in. So here he is. Here is the iPhone 11 Pro Max and I'm so happy with it. You have no idea. I know it's a little bit controversial because a lot of people don't like it, but I absolutely love the camera design on the back. The 3 cameras in a triangle shape. I love it. Every other brand is doing it either across the middle or down the side. No, Apple switches that up. We have a square bump with 3 lenses in it. I think it looks so attractive. You know that that is an Apple phone just looking at it. It doesn't look like any other phone on the market and I love that. Then we bring it to the front and you have this incredible screen. I thought the Note screen was incredible, but this screen, just absolutely love it, and I love the green so much. One thing I was super nervous about this phone was the Face ID. Obviously, having the iPhone 7 Plus before, that was Touch ID, and I always thought I needed the Touch ID. How is Face ID going to be any good? But honestly, you've only got to lift it, done. It unlocks instantly. Pay for things, done. Made it so quick and easy you don't even think about it. It just unlocks. I love it. I love how fast it is and the battery life on this one, guys. I know it's still new at the moment, so I get that. But at the moment, I've done a few tests on this now. I can unplug it at 4 AM in the morning and still by 11 PM at night it'll be 25%, and I've used it the whole day. I've watched YouTube, I've played games, I've been on social media, I've done everything. Like, I live on my phone. Like, I'm always on my phone, either doing work or, you know, just living my life. And it was still 25% at the end of the day after doing all that. Mind blown. They weren't joking when they said they had upped the battery in this. They really have. I don't mind that it's a little bit thicker if it means I'm going to have a decent battery. Then it brings me on to the camera. I went to London recently to go and watch Big the musical. Fantastic. But I took some pictures just as I was walking around London. It was a rainy, grey day and I didn't stop to pose for any of the pictures. I just wanted to snap and see how it processed them. And guys, look. The colours, the depth, the reflections, everything, it's just so crisp and perfect, and it's exactly what I want from a camera phone. I'm so happy with it. Just the speed, the quickness, everything about this phone just seems to work so well together, and I've always loved that about Apple, is their iOS system, everything works together, and I'm just over the moon with it, honestly over the moon. So I'm not trying to sell you the phone or anything, I just wanted to share my enthusiasm with you because I am so happy to be back to Apple. I didn't realise how much I used the Apple ecosystem until I got rid of my iPhone and went on to Android. So it's weird that you do rely on these things, it's quite scary. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd love to know what you think of the iPhone 11 or iPhone 11 Pro. If you've got one, if you're thinking of getting one, if it just doesn't appeal to you, let me know down there. If you would like iPhone vlogs now that I have my iPhone back, if you think that would be a cool thing, I'm quite intrigued by it. So I've heard some really good reviews that the front camera is fantastic for vlogging now, so that could be a new thing for the channel. And yeah, I think think that's it. But while you're down there, please make sure you give this video a massive thumbs up and click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos. And if you're not following me over on my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, please do. I know I've plugged that a lot this video. I feel like I've said it a lot. I'm sorry. But if you want to follow me, it's over on @thatsNathan. If I'm not posting here, I'll be posting over there so we can always stay connected, and I'd love that. I'd love to be connected to you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Regular service will resume now that I'm not ill. And as you can see, I'm decorating. So the desk is gone. We're sorting this room out. So bear with me. I'm sorry if it sounds echoey. I'm rambling. I'm gonna go. See ya!